After you've seen EvilGenX, you must be wondering, hey, that's kind of very cumbersome for us to sort of set it up and configure and do a lot of stuff. And not to forget the problem or the challenge of whitelisting the domain in your client's environment. You need to obviously bypass a whole lot of proxies and stuff like that. However, there is a very interesting project, which was created by this person, and the idea is to, use the Azure Functions, which is basically a feature that is provided for us with Azure, where we can actually host our code and run it whenever we require. It's something similar to AWS Lambda. Now, this is like a very interesting thing where you just have to click on this deploy to Azure button, and you just have to fill a couple of things like the name of the function app that you want and stuff like that. And when you hit on create, it'll automatically create an Azure Functions app with the AiTM functionality. AiTM, if you're wondering what it is, it's called adversary in the middle for short. It's called AiTM. The functionality of what EvilGenX gives you is basically adversary in the middle. So something like man in the middle, it's like adversary in the middle, where there is a victim, there is a resource, and the adversary is in the middle trying to steal the credentials between the adversary, between the victim and the resource. Now let's just give it a couple of minutes. Once it is done, I'll catch you guys again. So now this particular resource was successfully created, and when you sort of see the overview, let me just refresh for us to look at the URL. Just look at the function app, and when you go to this particular URL, you would see that it automatically gives you the functionality that we have seen with our EvilGenX URL or EvilGenX functionality. Now, if you're wondering where can I look at whatever username password that gets entered here, for example, I'll go ahead and enter travis@redpikachu.com, and let's enter the password. You have successfully entered it, and the authentication is also complete. Now, when you go to log stream, you would be looking at all the logs that are created or that are generated on a continuous basis. Now, let's do a refresh of this. Okay, I think we will have to first open this and perform the login. So my bad. Let's do that again. And in fact, you will see, if there is a request, you'd see, hey, there is a request. We've proxied this request, so on and so forth. And we will go to travis@redpikachu.com, and we will enter May 2024. And you can see that the login information is successfully captured by this particular middleware. And if there is MFA, the tokens would automatically be captured for us to replay those tokens. And